አሪፍ አሪፍ በጣም አሪፍ
ግን አጭር ናቸው
ይሁን።
This is service down from Oslo to Portland. Lillehammer, this is service down from Oslo to Portland. Lillehammer. For further information.
The English money, the United Kingdom, and the Queen of England, money of the British people. Oh my God, what is it? It's quite a lot of money. £20. The other one. Adam Smith, the 17th century economist, the famous one. Oh my God. Could you believe this? Oh, thank you very much indeed. Give me water. That's better. David Beckham, have you seen this? My goodness. Oh my God. The Queen of England. The Prince of Wales. What is he? So beautiful.
To remain seated for the moment. Please have your own boarding card ready for inspection. On behalf of KLM, we wish you a pleasant flight.
Informatie voor passagiers van KLM.
Thank you very much.
20 minutes ago, and now everyone is on board. We have a slot delay. This is because of weather near Amsterdam, and therefore they do not allow as many aircraft in the air as normally. Therefore, we were looking at a delay of about 45 minutes, but now it's coming already a lot forward. So it's only 15 minutes delay upon arrival in Amsterdam, and hopefully even less. So I expect to depart in about 15 minutes. I know that a lot of you have an onward connecting flight, also with a quite short connecting time sometimes. We were keeping a short lookout on this. We will give you an update before we land, but we cannot tell you if you're going to make your connecting flight at this time, because we don't know our delay upon arrival as we speak now. and also your next flight might have a delay also because of the weather. So sorry we cannot inform you right now, but as soon as we know anything we will. The flying time today about 1 hour and 35 minutes, and with the flying time we expect to arrive about 50 minutes behind schedule. Weather in Amsterdam, it's looking a bit rainy and about 20 degrees. I hope you will have a very pleasant flight with us today, and thank you for choosing KLM. Camera crew, take your seats.
Amsterdam. Amsterdam airport. Damn it. So damn.
Aqui faz a moça que ela chega na senhora e ela não chega.
ዞሮ ያንተ ነው ማለት ነው
ቪዲዮ እንደ ፎቶ መስለኛል ምንኛው ላይ ቢደረገው
እንትን ነው ታድላል እግዚአብሔር
miles. Keep left onto A38, Suffolk Street, Queensway.
Aston Aston Villa football club
Moreno Marcos Aston ምን አይነት ልብስ እንደሚለብስ
Birmingham City አለ
ኦኬ
እዛኛ ሳይሆን እንሄዳለን
እሺ እዚህ እስካለ ቆይ ከፈረንሳይ ከእንግሊዝ ከጀርመኖች ማን ነው አሁን በእግር ኳስ በአሁኑ ሰዓት ላይ the best in the world ፈረንሳይ
ጥሩ ጄኔሬሽን አላቸው ጥሩ ልጆች አላቸው
በቅርብ ጊዜ ማውባሉ አይደል ዋንጫ
ዓለም ዋንጫ ማሸነፉ ያው ዩሮ
ጀርመኖችም ወስደዋል ባለፈው
ከዚህ በፊት ጀርመን የወሰዱት
Simba አንበሳ ማለት ነው በኪስዋሂሊ
ኦኬ ነው እንዴ
ኪስዋሂሊኛ
ዛሬ ነው ትናንትና ነው ዛሬ ነው የወጣው መሰለኝ
የፊልሙ እኛም ጋር እንዳለ ተለጥ ፕሪሚየር ነው እንትን እኛም ጋር በቃ እንዳለ ፌርማታው
ካደገች አገር ቤት 1 አመት ኖራለች።
በቃ እንትን እንግዲህ ዲያስፖራ እንትን ነች ማለት ነው።
ግን የሚገርምህ ባህሏን አባቷ እንትን ነው ፌስቡክ ላይ ምናምን አይተው እንደሆነ አላውቅም።
አክቲቪስት እንዴ በጣም በኢሳት የሚቀርብ የለም። አንድ ሁለት ጊዜ አይቼዋለሁ። ወልድ ሻምበል ማለት የቀድሞ ሰራዊት ነበር አይደለም? በልጅነቱ ያው በረሃ
ሊያገኝህ በጣም ጓግሳ እንትን ቪዲዮዎችን አይተዋል።
እኔ ግን ፖለቲከኛም አይደለም ማንንም አልከራከርም። ስታገኘም እንደምትል ታውቃለህ። he is the only person who doesn't have problem with anyone
ይመጣል ነው
ከፖለቲከኛው ከምን ከስፖርተኛው ምንም ችግር የለብኝም እና መቼም ሀገርን የመውደድ የሁላችንም ኃላፊነት ነው አይመስልም? ትክክለኛ ልጅ ሀቀኛ ልጅ እኮ የእናቱ ታማኝ ነው። በእናትና ልጅ መካከል እንደዛ ነው።
Already speaking out exclusively to me. America's presidential hopefuls probably want to hear what he has to say. He won a landslide victory over Greece's incumbent opponent. A story of how he against all this. It is one of the questions of our time, and it is asked with the fifth domain, defending our country, our countrymen, and ourselves. Co-written by Robert and part with the White House counterterrorism coordinator and the president George W. Bush. So let me ask you, what is the worst case scenario, which isn't sort of that it's possible, according to the head of the U.S. said the Russians are in our power grid. Chinese are in our national pipelines, but since that so this creates
እህታችን ሊያ ሲራክ አማረ እንግዲህ ሳሊም ከመሆኗ በተጨማሪ ገጣሚና ሳሊ ይሄው እንደ ባበሻ ምግብ ጥሩ አድርጋ በሚጣፍጥ መልኩ እንደምትሰራ ባለሙያ ውብ ጎበዝ ወጣት ሴት ነች። እንግዲህ ወንድማችን ታድሏል በእውነቱ። አብርሃም የሳራ ትዳር ይሁንላችሁ ብለናል። እንግዲህ ዊሊያም ሼክስፒር the 26th April 1564 to 23 April 1616 was an English poet, playwright, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and in the world's greatest dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. His excellent works, including collaborations, consists of some 39 plays, 154 sonnets, 2 language narrative poems, and a few other verses, some of uncertain authorship. His plays have been translated into very major living language and are performed more often than those of any other playwright. Shakespeare was born and raised in Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. At the age of 18, he married Anne Hathaway, with whom he had 3 children, Susanne and twins Hamlet and Judith. Some between 1585 and 1592, he began a successful career in London as an actor, writer, and part owner of playing company called the Lord Chamberlain's Men, later known as King's Men. At the age of 49, around 1613, he appeared to have retired of Stratford, where he died in 3 years later. Few records of Shakespeare's private life survive. This has stimulated considerable speculation about such matters as his physical appearance, his sexuality, his religious beliefs, and whether the work attributed to him were written by others. Such theories are often criticized for failing to adequately note the few records survive of most common of the period. Shakespeare produced most of his known work between 1589 and 1603. His early plays were primarily comedies and histories, and are regarded as some of the best work produced in these genres until about 1608. He wrote mainly tragedies, among them Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth, all considered to be among the finest work in the English language. In the last phase of his life, he wrote tragic comedies, also known as romance, and collaborated with other playwrights.
Shakespeare's birthplace. What you're standing in at the moment is the house next door. It's this little house, which the family owned. It's just one room up, one room down. Average sized family house, okay? Unlike the birthplace, which is much bigger, and actually was originally 3 houses. So it was bought a bit at a time. Okay, this is called Joan Hart's cottage, this little place here, because Joan Hart lived here. Now she was Shakespeare's sister. Shakespeare had 4 sisters and 3 brothers, but of the 4 sisters, 3 died when they were children. And so Joan was the only one to live to be an adult. She married Mr. Hart, who was a local hatter. She had 4 children, and from 1601, William, who had inherited all the property, allowed her and her husband to live here. Although it's small, it would have been an average size house. Okay. Joan is interesting because she outlived them all, including William, and she has descendants. So there are people around in the world who can trace their line directly back to Joan. They're called Hart. Hart, that's their name. There are no Shakespeares. His line died out with his granddaughter. So if you have any friends who called Shakespeare who tried to tell you, no. Okay. Okay, so that's Joan Hart. When you go through there, you're in the birthplace itself. This family were not a poor family. John Shakespeare had his own business. He was a glover, and he also dabbled in other, sometimes dodgy things.
What kind of things?
He bought and sold wool, timber, grain, anything he could. He was what we would call an entrepreneur. If he saw an opportunity, he took it. But sometimes he started dealing, particularly wool, when he didn't have a license to do it. So he was often fined for illegal trading. You know, didn't seem to worry him.
You needed permission from the crown or to do
yes,
trade.
you'd got to have a license to deal in anything, actually.
But if the business was good, he could afford the fine.
Presumably, a couple of £100, one of them. So you know, it was. But wool was a particular thing because it was the main export from this country, and so the Crown actually was quite interested in who was dealing in it, how much they were charging, what profit they were making, and so on. So to deal in wool, it was, you could make a lot of money, but there were also pitfalls, you know, and he fell into them occasionally. Okay, so a middle-class family. Okay, middle class. The middle classes were just growing at that time. Not an aristocrat and not poverty-stricken, but middle class. So the house reflects that. When you go in there, you're in the first room of the house, the best room, the parlour. Now the parlour has a bed in it. You may wonder why. Because the beds were very expensive and they were very new here. Not everybody had them. So if you had them, you'd put the best one in the parlour, wouldn't you? Make sure. Like all middle classes. You want the neighbours to be a little bit impressed.
Show off.
The wall hangings you'll see are linen and painted. They were quite expensive too. But middle class people often had them because you could take them down and move them and so on. The designs you'll see are all from the period. They're not something we've made up. And so you'll see they're very bright and colourful and gaudy perhaps, but you know. And also the floor in there is original. This floor is 19th century, put down when the house was restored. The floor in there is 16th century when the house was built in 1535. So, you know, it's pretty old, it's nearly 500 years old. And millions have walked on it, including little boy Shakespeare. When you leave the parlour, you'll go past the dining hall, where most of the day, they would spend most of the day there. Eating, cooking, all of the chores and so on would go on in there. And then the last room, thank you Joe, the last room on the ground floor is the workshop where John Shakespeare made and sold gloves. Then you can go upstairs and have a look at the bedrooms. Okay. Thank you.
ትንሽ አንድ ሰከንድ ምናምን
ሪከርድ እያደረገ ነው።
ዩናይትድ ያንተን ይታያል። በእንትን ውስጥ ያለው ካርቱን ውስጥ ማንቸስተር ዩናይትድ የሚለው ሲምቦሉን ከኋላ የድሮ ተጫዋች
ያ በጣም ሌጀንደሪ ሀውልት ናቸው እነዚህ ሁለት።
Oh.
Sorry.
Just give us one. የቱ ጋር ላቆምልሽ ነው? ኦ እዛ አይ እንፈልጋለን። ወዴት ላይ እዛ እንዴት ነው? ያገረው ነገር አለ። አስቀይሞኛል። አረኩበት እንትኑ ላይ ቺፕሱ ላይ አርጊልኝ። Sorry, can I ፍጥነው እኮ ብቻ ነው ድንገት
አሪፍ ነው እንዴ? ራይት ታሞ ከመማቀቅ አስቀድሞ መጠንቀቅ ይባላል። ይሄ ነው
ዛራይኑ ራሱ አንዱ አምልጠው ይመጣል ነበር። ያው ላይ ያው ኒም ፊድ ማድረግ ይቻላል።
ልሞክር እንዴ?
እንትን ብለን አውጣና
እንተ እየነዳ ስለሆነ መስኮቱን እንትን ልበልና እንደምን አሉ አባባ? ለዚህ ሆነ እንዴ? እስኪ ነዳ ትንሽ ረጀም በህግ አምላክ
ቆይ መኪና እማት ይታረጋል። አይ በቃ
ብዙ አለው አድረሰናል። እግዚአብሔር ይስጥልኝ። የእንስሳት ነገር እኮ ይሄ ነው።
ማይሰል ፊት ነሻለሽ
አንቺ ዋው ማይ ጋድ ሶ ቢግ። አሁን በቪዲዮ እንደዚህ
ትንሽዬ ነው መኪና አይደል እንደማከለ
ይሄን ነው አሁን አንበሶች ምናምን እያሮሮጡ የሚያድኑት
አይደል? እነሱ ምን ያህል ጉልበት ቢሉ
አንበሳ እንኳን አይቻለሁ። አንበሳ ግቢ አዲስ አበባ
ዝም ብሎ እኮ የደቀቀ
ነው ዝም ብሎ
እዚህ እኮ ካሉ አሁን ካየናቸው እግዚአብሔር እንደ እንትን ያው አለፈ ዜብራ Really? Oh.
ሰው ያበሰው ሊከላከል አይደል?
ለገናት እነሱ ማኖራቸው እንትን ሊያደርግ እኮ ይችላል። በእንትኑ መኪናውን ኋላ ሆፕ አድርጎ ወደ ኋላ ነው እንደግመን እንተ በፎቶ ላይ እንደምንገምታቸው አይደለም። ግዙፍ ሀገር ነው። እንትን ተራራ ነው የሚያክለው። Please use both lane ይላል። የኢትዮጵያ ሳንቲም ላይ ያለው ነው አይደል?
ምን ይልክ ቢኩላ ነው ማለት ነው።
አይቤት ለአፋቶቹ ነው እንደ ይሄ ነገር ምናልባት አይመስለኝም።
እነሱ አሉበት እነዛ
አንበሳን ባየን እንደ አንበሳን
እንግዲህ ፎቶ አለ
እሺ ኑሮ እንዴት ነው ታዲያ?
ኑሮ እንዴት ነው? ታጋን በላይ ባለቀንዱ ከመጣ
መጣ
ነው። አይ እቺ የለም
nice ናቸው they're so nice መጨረሻችን ናይ stop
እስኪ ስጠኝ ለኔ እንዴ ለሆዳችን ነው የመጣ ነው ለማይ
ሙድ ልንይዝባቸው ነው ትንሽ ነዳ አለ
ባለቀንዱ ቢያለ
ወይኔ ጉዴ አስራት ጨቅጭቋል። እስቲ
ማለት
አስራት እየደወለ
ወይ ተደባድበው ይሆናል ከተለያዩ ካለያያቸው
የማይስማሙ
አንዱ ደግሞ እዚህ ጋር ይታያል በጣም ቀርቦ
ሰው ለምዷል ማለት ነው። ማነሳውን ወደ አንተ ሜሞሪ ስለምንለው ኦኬ
እንግዲህ በኋላ የሉም ማለት እነኚህ ነው መመገብ አህዮቹ ኦኬ አና ሜዳያ በቃ
እማዬን ፈረች አህዮቹ በጣም በጉጉትና በፍቅር
መጣን
ምን ነው አለች አራንሽኝ እባክሽ
ቀረጸኝ ቪዲዮችን እየተንቀሳቀሰ አረ የራስ እንዴት ለመንቀሳቀስ
እንዳትደነግጥ ነው።
طيب انت زميل لك افا تجنكت
ያውልያ
ያንንቀሳቀሳል አማኑኤል አንዴ አንሳኝ እስኪ እንትን ቪዲዮን ቅረጸኝ እየቀረጸ ነው ግን ዝም ብለህ ብቻ ያዘው እንዳይነክሰኝ
እንዳይወጥህና
አንተንም ላስከለ ልቅረጽ ምን ብላ ተገኘ ያስፈራል ግን እኛ ካሜራውንም
ያዩት እንዳይነክሰኝ ተዘናግቼ ደግሞ
አንድ ፎቶ ደግሞ ቆዛው እንዳለ
No worries. እያስተዋወቅሽን ምን ይባላል አካባቢው አሁን ይሄ ቅድም Birmingham library ነው ከዩሮፕ ትልቁ የሚያምረው ላይብረሪ ነው ዛሬ
አዲስ ነው አይደል
4-5
ዓመት አንቺ ስትመጪ አልነበረም እዚህ ሀገር ስትመጪ አልነበረም
ነበር ሲመረቅ ነበር አርኪቴክቷ ሴት ነች
ኧረ እባክሽ ኦ manpower yes why not
ይሄ እንዲህ ግን አልነበረም አሁን ነው እንዲህ ጋርደን ያደረጉት
ኦኬ አሁን ስንተኛ ሰባተኛ ፎቅ ላይ ነን እኮ
ሰባተኛ
መሬት ያለን ነው የሚያስፈልገው
እዚህ ጋርደኑ ያምራል ሀገራችንን ይመስላል
ታደላችኋል እንደ ሲንጋፖር
ሆቴሎች ናቸው
የቅድሙ ነገር በጣም ገርሞኛል
ዝም ብላ ታይ
እንደዚህ ገባ አይታ እንዲሳቅ አለች
ምንድነው ትናንት ሞቀሽ ምን ፓርኬጅ ከዛስ
ቀጠልኩ
ፓርኬጅ ንፋስ ያቅጫል ወይ ንገሪኝ እንዴት ነበረ
አሁን እኔ ባዶ ሳህን እንትን ብለሽ ታሰድሪኝ ነው እንደዚህ ልቀየር እንጂ
አምባላን በጣም ጣፍጣል በጣም
እንጀራ ትወዳለህ?
እንጀራ ማይወድ ማን አለ እንጀራ ግን ያው ይሄን ቆንጆ ነው ምንም ባላል ሃይ
ሄሎ
ከና አይኗ ላይ እንትናት በብልጭ አታርጊበት
ጥሩ አይሆንም ለህፃናት አይ
Hi, Kenny.
Hello.
Cameraman.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
You're good, yeah?
Yeah.
So now you are on vacation and the school is no school now?
No school.
After some weeks? 5. The 5th of August?
Yeah, I have 5 weeks left. I'm gonna start school again in September.
Okay. Then let me do like this. Then tell us about your school. Do you like school? You like, studying, reading, all the subjects?
But my favorite is RE.
Ari, what is that?
Religious education.
Religious education.
religion
Religion. Okay. You said you want to be police officer when you get grown.
Undercover.
Undercover.
no
CID. Oh, so you are MI15 then, Security Intelligence Agency. Then you work for the British government. Oh.
ሰላይ
Salai.